Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to take a look at some Age of Sigmar release schedule rumours, and these ones we talked about a little bit, but of course, we talked about them a while ago before anything was proven, I guess, fact from these rumours. And, well, after the release of the Fireslayer vs IDNF Deepkin box, a box that was, I guess, a lot of people rightfully very skeptical about seeing coming true the other day, I thought, well, let's take a look back at these rumours and let's have a little bit of a deeper sort of look and a rethink on what we thought about them and maybe start looking at them as maybe these might actually be true, because Fireslayers vs IDK, it's not a box set that someone has just thought up on any recent sort of history or any sort of, I guess, common box sets. It's not like they've gone, oh, we're going to see, Lumineth versus Slanesh in a box set. It's not that sort of thing where we think this is, someone's put two and two together here. Or, the more recent one of like, oh, well, we've seen two White Dwarf armies or two armies that have been in White Dwarf or whatever. It's a little bit out of the blue sort of to randomly pick these two armies. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and we're going to have a recap of those rumours that came out alongside this from the same source that we found on Reddit, and let's have a chat about them, because there could be some interesting stuff that may be coming our way with these release schedule rumours, maybe perhaps having a little bit more truth to them than first thought. So let's get cracking on and let's check them out. And so these were the first lot of rumours that came out alongside. So the second one there, you can see IDNF and Fireslayer's dual box set coming early April. And then down the line you can see this is apparently what is all so much more, I guess, set in stone, pandemic allowing. So this might be why we've seen the IDNF and Fireslayer's dual box set here told we're going to get in early April, when it's likely we're probably going to see it January, if not February, more likely with all these changes. So I think we're going to see a lot of this sort of chop and changed around. They'll obviously have shipping issues like they've had for the past year and a bit now, and we're just going to see all this. But I think we could safely say we're going to see most of what's pictured here in the next year, if indeed these rumours do hold true. I mean, and like I said in the intro to the video, IDNF and Fireslayers, a dual box set of that. Out of all these rumours, when I initially posted these, that was the one that everyone was critical of. And to be fair, I was highly critical of it myself as well. It was the one that stood out, maybe making me think that these rumours weren't true and were nothing more than, an elaborate wish listing. But it is proven to be true. So now maybe the more obvious rumours may in fact be true. So let's have a look at what else is in the list. So for starters, Ossiak Bone Reapers coming at the end of January. Now, this may be pushed back. Maybe this release is on hold and we're getting the IDNF Fireslayers dual box set instead. We know that 40k has had some issues with some stuff being pushed back. We know the Gene Stealer Cults and Custodes release seems to be pushed back for 40k, and we're getting Tau instead earlier. So maybe something similar has happened. Maybe wherever our Custodes, Gene Stealer Cults and Bone Reapers are is now going to have to be replaced by IDNF Fireslayers and Tau. But Mortek Archers and a Liege on monster for the Ossiak Bone Reapers is really cool. This gives us a good another infantry unit, hopefully another battle line option in the Mortek Archers, but please no mortal wounds. I'll be much happier if they do just have like the exploding sixes on their shooting attack like the Mortek Guard do. It'll be a much more fun unit, and put those rules on the sixes to wound rather than the sixes to hit. It makes it so much more fun and the game better for it. And then a Liege on a monster. I'm wondering what sort of monster we're going to see. Maybe something similar to, I guess, the Abyssal Terrors that the Mortarks are on, perhaps, maybe. Could be what the monster is. We then get Ogres mid-year, cool, and nothing more than that. And Nighthaunt in October. Neither of these telling us anything more than that, which makes you think we're probably just going to see a character. Maybe the Ogres might see a plastic reincarnation of like the Butcher or the Hunter, or maybe even some Frost Sabers. Hunter probably isn't high on the mark. Seeing as we've got that Underworld's Warband, I assume if we got that, then that's what they turned a Hunter Sculpt into. So maybe a Butcher or Slaughtermaster could be really cool. Nighthaunt in October, we've obviously got the Krulgast Excruciator that came out in Broken Realms, so maybe we're just going to see a flat update to Nighthaunt. They are one of the more, I guess, fuller ranges. Plastic Mourngul wouldn't go amiss though. And then we're going to get a Gloomspite Gits vs Slaves to Darkness dual box set near Christmas, apparently. And the biggest note down here is Slaves to Darkness will include Beasts of Chaos now. So those two armies getting merged into one, which is interesting, if not a little bit disappointing. I have a very large Beasts of Chaos army, but you know what, if it makes for some cool rules and some cool mixing of the units, and maybe if it works like Auric Warclans, we've got Slaves to Darkness, you've got Beasts, and maybe you've got Legion of the First Prince as well, so you've got Slaves, Beasts, and Demons as 3 distinct armies, and then you've got, you know, your Grand Host of Chaos. It could be a really cool thing to have. Much like how it used to work in Fantasy, I think that would be a really cool way to have that book work. And then we start looking at start of 2023, where apparently Skaven and Seraphon are the first 2 books set to be released 2023, with a big release for each one with a large amount of new kits with no dual models. And then Malarian is set for Q1 2023, so that could be anywhere with January, February, March time. Narratively, we get told that Nagash is building his strength while the Bone Reapers hold the line and Alinda makes some moves. This, of course, makes sense if we are getting those 2 armies. They're sort of going to tell us the story of what's happening there. We'll have had all 3 main Death armies bar Fek in a decent amount of time, so maybe this will be telling us how that's all sort of going on and working. And apparently he'll be returning with the Silent People, who see him as some sort of twisted messianic figure. Now the Silent People are like the weird bug people that live underneath Beastgrave. But what do you think of this lot of rumours? This is the first part of all the rumours we've been told, so it'd be really interesting to sort of see where we go from here. But let's look at the other parts of the rumours. I think there's really some interesting things to talk about, considering one of these is proven to be true, so let us know what you think and what you would like to see from the releases mentioned here so far. And the second part of the rumours, and this is perhaps, I guess, the more unlikely part of the rumours. This is some real far ahead planning for a lot of this stuff, and so it starts off with first 3 brand new armies are coming this edition. Malarian's army, which, you know, I guess this is a given. We've been waiting so long to see Malarian. We started getting so many hints of him doing stuff in the latter parts of second. Surely him and his army is coming in third. The Silent People, we saw that little bit of narrative about Nagash. If that's true, then, you know, it could be a cool thing to see a arachnid or insectoid style race. And then Chaos Dwarden, who have been hinted at so much. Forge World's Range is now gone with them. We've seen the bits of lore alluded to them in both the core rulebook and indeed with the Hobgrot's lore. So it could be really interesting to see 3 brand new armies added to Age of Sigmar. Bastions of Order is planned, but new stuff is constantly being added to the book. This book is a long way down the pipeline. This is a rumoured, I guess, reimagining of Cities of Sigmar. Apparently the Kislev models we will be getting for Warhammer Old World will be usable in AOS as a city from the far north of Gur. Now, this is interesting because we've been told in the Old World rumours that the Kislev stuff is ages away, so it'll be interesting to see how that sort of works. 4th Ed also won't come out to 2026. We're changing to a 5-year release cycle, and Lumineth vs Slaanesh will kick the edition off. This is a big change, changing to 5 years for an edition, although I'm not entirely against it. And then they slowly plan to phase out Oldcast and replace them with Thunderstrike variants. I mean, they're doing the same thing with Primaris. Eventually we will have no Firstborn Marines. That's how it's going to work. Probably see the same thing with Stormcast. And then there's a new Stormcast Dragon upgrade sprue coming for both Mage and Archers on the new Draconif Dragons, the little ones. But that is all the rumours. This second part is definitely the one I'm more skeptical of. The first one definitely has some merit to it. And especially with, you know, pulling Idoneth and Fireslayer dual box out the hat, it maybe looks a little bit truer. So what do you all think of these rumours now that we've seen one of them come true? What do you reckon is possible? What do you reckon is not possible? And what do you reckon is maybe true? And what do you reckon is a whole bunch of farts? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And also, why not drop us a comment below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Cinderful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel more and in another way, you can do so either by supporting on Patreon or YouTube members. You can do either of these by following the links in the video's description, and as a special thing for everyone who would like to give a shout out, first of all, to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domer, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Samuel. And a special shout out as well to our YouTube members, Greenrich Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, the Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, and Sean Scott. Lastly, a special thank you to, first of all, Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel you can see here, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work for our Discord server, making sure it all works nice and properly over there. Thank you all for watching once again, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.